Welcome back, watch fans. We got an exciting episode for you today. Today we're talking about two things. One is we're going to cover the Vacheron Constantin, the 222, aka the Turd. This is a watch. It's a tomato can watch. This is the watch that, I mean, look, this is the typical watch that is a cash grab by these low-life, degenerate manufacturers, whether it's Patek Philippe, whether it's Audemars Piguet, Vacheron. They're all guilty of this, okay? These guys are all trying to pick your pockets, steal your hubcaps, and steal your children's tuition money. Now, let me tell you something. This watch could be one of the worst, and I don't care if Brad Pitt wears it. Listen, these guys are all, they're all drinking the Kool-Aid. They're all drinking the Kool-Aid. They're all drinking, the Don Corleone jizz, the Slurpee from Patek Philippe's 7-Eleven. This watch is pure garbage, and we'll explain why. And then after that, we'll talk about some additional drama we have. One of our aristocrats has actually asked us to review a watch channel, and we'll be doing that in just a second. Of course, we're talking about the Green Rush. Green Rush has asked us. So, Green Rush is a major sponsor of the channel. So, if Green Rush wants us to do something, we have to do it. We have to do it. So let's get into this. What makes this watch a pure turd? What makes a 222 a pure turd? Now, it's interesting. This originally was done in gold, right? You saw, this is a watch from the 70s, and they should have left it there. They should never have reissued this watch. It was a piece of shit then. It's very lazy cash grab by these guys. Look, this design was if you look at this, right? Let's look at the original, which is the. Hang on a second. Let's do this. Let's see. If you look at their website, they get a lot of hype on their website about this watch. They're really building this up like, oh, of course, it's the icon. It's always the icon, the history. They're always giving you this, this nonsense. Appealing to some, I don't know, vaporware type stuff. It's a bunch of bullshit. So this watch actually was done originally in gold. Where is the watch? How come it doesn't come up? What's funny? Actually, look at this. Okay, let me tell you how much of a dog this watch is. Look at this. They're showing you who's wearing the watch, right? Look at this. Let me show you this. This proves the watch is a dog, right? They got a guy wearing this watch with looks like a double-breasted suit. Looks like a very cheap fabric, plastic buttonholes, not even real horn, cornetta. Look at these pocket flaps. Something is wrong. I mean, this is like some Chinese-made jacket with probably built-in pocket square. The buttonholes, you can clearly see these. This is not non-functioning buttonholes. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 5. The guy's got 5 buttons. It's got 5 buttons. Are you kidding me? He's got 5 buttons. I mean, maximum is 4. I mean, come on. This is like some. Look at this. The lapel is all fucked up. And that goes to show you the typical user. Oh, oof. It gets worse. Oof. I knew this was a cheap suit, but it gets worse. Guys, look at this. I'm going to show you. Let me show you this massive. Let me tell you how bad this is. What an embarrassment to the Swiss watchmaking. This. Look, they're trying to show you how cool the watch is, right? They want to show you how cool the watch is. And, the guy who's wearing it is apparently that's Mr. Cool, right? That's the way it's supposed to be, right? Mr. Cool, right? This is Mr. Cool. He's wearing the watch. Oh, shit. Where is this? We got to see this. We got to see this bastion of style. Is that what you call the bastion? Hang on. How do we get this boukiak? We got to get this boukiak in the center. Why is this boukiak not staying in the center? Wait, hang on. Okay. I don't know. It's not working. But anyway, look. You can see what's going on, right? You can see. This is like a Chinese like $49 suit. Maybe this was made like Romania or something. Look at these lapels. I mean, this is like a disaster. Forget about the notch. It's a disaster. This suit was probably made by like literally. When I say literally made by child slave labor in China, 100%. This is like made of like pure garbage. So look at this lapel and look at the pocket. What do you call this thing? The pockets. Look at this thin line. It's like so far away from the lapel. Look at. I mean, this thing is a massive disaster. Okay. Now, why am I showing you this? Because that is basically Vacheron telling you who the user is. That's their marketing team telling you the genius of the demographic. Look at this guy. Look at this Bukyak. I mean, this is pure Bukyakistan. Hang on a second. I'm going to make a screenshot. This is an embarrassment. This is an embarrassment. This is Bukyakistan. Hang on a second. Let me do this. Let me do this. I'm going to make a little extra screenshot. A Bukyakistan screenshot. This is great. I don't know if you can see. You can't see the markups on the screen. Yeah, it's a total disaster. Now, let me tell you what's worse. You know what's worse? You know what's worse? Yeah. 100%. Look, I love 70s design when it's good, right? When it's good 70s design, the 60s and 70s, you had a really great design. Like, actually, I would say I call it the space age era design, right? Late 60s into early 70s. Not the whole 70s, okay? And only parts, okay? It's not everything. There was a lot of dogs, a lot of turds relayed. Look at the Gremlin. Look at some of the shitter cars, the Packard. You know, a lot of the shitter cars that came out of Detroit. At the same time, you had the Italians were doing some beautiful cars, right? You had a lot of stuff going on. Now, Pitbull's neck with the two. Okay, so now let me tell you the real problem with this watch. Let me go into. We'll talk about the design in a second. We'll talk about the design in a second. He's got another fashion icon. And look at this. This is another. I don't know what's going on here. This is another piece of shit here. Anyway, look, these people. This is actually embarrassing. Okay. The fact that you show that $29 suits I guess they're trying to market this to CUCKISTAN. They're trying to market this watch to Kukistanis, like the original Cuck, who's known for wearing size 7 Skechers. Size 7 Skechers with a $39 jacket with a built-in pocket square. That's the old Cuck. Okay, that's who's wearing that's who they're marketing this watch to. Okay. Now, get ready for this. On top of that, the greatest insult is 32,000 Swiss is what they're asking. How much that is? That's like 36,000 American dollars. $36,000 for a basic watch in steel. I mean, come on. What do you guys think? You think you're Patek? You think you're AP? You think you're Rolex? I mean, there's nothing special about this watch. Honestly, it's like now here's the one. Okay, let me say something nice about it. Okay, manufacturing wise, like in terms of the production quality, I think the production quality is fine. They do very good bracelets in terms of the quality. I'm not talking about the design. The quality, I think this is the one where you can do the quick change. Maybe not. No, I might be wrong about that. Look at you got the back. Look at the way the clasp is. That's very nice. The tolerances look. I mean, again, it's a photo. We don't know if it's true. Again, the quality, I'm sure is very good. I'm sure the quality, I'm sure, is excellent. Okay, you get the butterfly clasp, so it's very nice on the wrist. It rounds to the wrist. It probably wears pretty nice. Honestly, I would say this is a bracelet that's comfortable, whatever. But this is so ugly. This is like one of the ugliest designs of the 70s in terms of the bracelet. This bracelet looks like some sort of fish scale, like a dirty fish. I don't know, like some sort of poisonous fish. The rotor is nothing special. I mean, the rotor is whatever. Like, who cares about the rotor? You're not going to be looking at the rotor, right? The case, obviously, it's a ripoff of the Audemars Piguet, the Royal Oak. You got Royal Oak vibes over there, right? You got Royal Oak. Look, this is like a poor man's, not even a poor man's Royal Oak. Now, the bezel, let's talk about the bezel, the nightmare of this bezel. I don't even know what this design is. What are they trying to do with this bezel? What is the message of this bezel? Is it like designed to be like some sort of like flat version of Rolex? I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know what they're doing. And you know what? Can you imagine how much dirt gets stuck in there? Imagine if a guy like Curly was wearing this watch, or a guy like JJ Bukiak, the JJ Bukiak, or Don Corleone, these guys, how much, all kind of, body fluids, jizz gets stuck in those crevices there. And these guys take it to that bathhouse, Man Country bathhouse in Chicago with the dog trainer, the Chicago dog trainer, Don Corleone, and the original O'Cuck and JJ Bukiak. Those guys get together, and then they bring in the Pillsbury Doughboy with the Taliban beard. Can you imagine what happens to the watch? I mean, use your imagination. It's disgusting. And seriously, what is this? What's the point of this? Look, form follows function, and this form has no function. It's got zero function. Okay, now, who the fuck is going to pay 35 grand for this watch? Nobody. That's who. Nobody is going to pay 35 grand for this flaming turd piece of shit. Let me see what else I'm talking about here. Heritage. Oh, I love this stuff. I love this stuff when they talk about a heritage. All these scam brands, all they talk about the heritage. All they talk about, the past. Our great-great-grandfather farted in 1832, and that fart was smelt by the Emperor of France. The Maison core values. A watch embodying the Maison's core values with sophisticated refinement, casual ease, uncompromising allegiance, the quest for excellence. I mean, who writes this copy? Is this from ChatGPT? A historic. So this is the original Turd. Or this is the reissue. I don't know why they would reissue this. It is so ugly. And in the champagne dial, it doesn't get nastier than this. Oh, Green Rush. Okay, that's right. The Juanita, a.k.a. Juan, and that's Kino and Juan. That's the Opus in Time. That's the elderly gentleman who looks like the elderly homosexual hairdresser from Beverly Hills. He looks like, really, that guy looks like he's like a homosexual hairdresser with like two little miniature chihuahuas that he dresses up in little outfits, and and they're yapping, and then he's wearing his watch, and he drives around probably in a cool car. He'd probably be driving I don't know, like a 1971 Mercedes 280 SC convertible, like a vintage Mercedes car, but it had the two dogs. I mean, actually, no, I'm wrong. Actually, I'm wrong because that's what you would think. That's the guy in Beverly Hills. Juan is the low life. He's like the low end Puerto Rican hubcap thief version. He's got the cheap Botero posters. He's got those Botero posters there, fading with those cheap vinyl frames from the 80s that he stole from an old lady in Boca. Now we're gonna actually Green Rush, a major show sponsor. He's actually told us to review a channel called the Jardin du Méfair, which is one of the CUCKISTAN channels. We'll be doing a quick review. Before we get into it, by the way, we do need to mention that this channel does rely on support from viewers like you. It costs millions of dollars each month to run this channel. And we got a special, incredible offer for you. That's right. We got an incredible offer. Are you guys ready for this? When you join the channel as an aristocrat, I'm going to give you 3 benefits real quick. Okay, so pay close attention. I know some of you guys are morons and retarded, so it may go right over your heads. But listen, some of you YouTube scum, we're going to lift you out of the peasanthood. It will make you into aristocrats. Here are the benefits that you get when you click the join button. That's the join button right beneath this video. Number 1 benefit, you become an aristocrat. You become an official baron. Your title will be baron. That means when you leave a comment, when you leave a nasty and vicious comment on this video, everybody will know that you are a baron. That's right. Unbelievable but true. And look at this. We're getting donations. We got 500, almost 450. It's probably dollars. This is a lot of money. It's probably dollars. I think this is dollars. This is most likely dollars. Now, benefit number 2, you become a baron, you become an aristocrat. Benefit number 2 is you get access to our top secret content on this website. We leave all the best content for the aristocrats. Now, the real benefit, you ready for this? We're going to give you for a limited time only, and I'm going to probably stop this like by the end of the week because this is just too good for you guys. You lowlives don't deserve this, but we're going to give you a free watch collection review video. That's right, just like we did for yesterday. We did one for Osama bin Laden's grandson. That's right, we did a video for Osama bin Laden's son, who's now an aristocrat. He's now Baron bin Laden, and we did a watch collection review for him. And you'll get the same type of customized. That's a custom watch collection review video. That's like a $500 value. Yours are $5. All right. So if you don't grab that opportunity right now, just leave the channel. You're not worthy of this. That's right. Exactly. So we're going to cover the other scammer channels in just a second. But let me explain you one of 3 things. This 70s design bullshit. This was the worst of the designs, okay? Vacheron did a lot of dogs in their day, okay? And these guys, okay, look, the Royal Oak was beautifully executed. The Nautilus, the Nautilus, it's all, again, don't be tomato cans. Don't buy this Gerald Genta thing. Gerald Genta, he had some real dogs that he put out, okay? He had his fair share of dogs. And I would, it was look, what you want in a watch, you want a classic, timeless design. You understand that? You want something that's timeless, that's going to look good 50 years from now, that your grandkids will wear. A lot of you bukyaks, you know what a bukyak is? You Google it. That's right. We're getting a $20. That's right. This is what we need to keep this channel on the air for another week. We just need, look, this $20 is only going to cover like half a second of the airtime. It's going to cost us another $4,998,000 just to keep the channel on the air for this week. And that's just we're not even talking about the hookers. That doesn't even cover the cocaine. That only covers like the staples. This $20 is going to pay for paper clips. That's the paper clip budget this week. Let me tell you something, guys. That's some majorly overrated designers in the 70s. And Gerald Genta is one of them, okay? The Royal Oak, granted, beautiful design, timeless. You want a timeless design for your watch. All you tomato cans, you keep talking, oh, I want to pass this watch down to my kids. Oh, I want to have my kids wear it. Listen, your kids, 99% of you guys have terrible taste, okay? I'm telling you the truth. 99% of your tomato cans, your kids will not want to wear the piece of shit that you're going to give them, okay? They're not going to want to wear your Rolex Explorer. They're not going to want to wear your Vacheron Turd, okay? They're not. They're going to want to wear something that's classic. Possibly a Royal Oak. If you have you get them a nice Royal Oak, then that Royal Oak is going to look good 50 years from now. I'm pretty sure. This thing is not. It's a dated 70s design. It's a piece of shit. Okay, now, the Heritage. Look at this. Yorg Heek. I mean, Yorg Heek, Yorg, who the fuck is another guy? He's Yorg Heek, just another designer. He had some nice designs. Okay, a lot of these guys have hits and misses. Let's be honest, iconic timepiece. So look at this. They got some bukyak wearing this watch. I don't even know who this bukyak is. Who is this? Who is this Fugazi? Now look at this watch he's wearing. This is actually not, I mean, this is so obnoxious. Look at this. It's got the diamonds on there. It's actually a very bad execution. To be honest, it's a terrible execution. Vacheron has a beautiful watch that they put out, which is the Tourbillon with the what do they call it? The high jewelry is the Tourbillon white gold with the diamonds. Beautiful watch. Okay, Vacheron does put out beautiful watches. This is not one of them. It's a piece of shit. Okay, this is a fucking piece of shit, and they're ripping you off. Now, let me show you something good. Vacheron is capable of doing beautiful things, okay? The Overseas, not bad. The Overseas is not bad, okay? It's not bad. This diamond thing, not good. The Overseas is not bad, but let's look at one of the beautiful watches they have. Let's see. Let me pull it up here. Not this. It's not this, but they have, hang on a second. Where is it? Oh no, not this traditional bullshit. Don't be tomato cans. Don't go for that whatever they call patrimony tradition. These are not bad. You know, not bad. I mean, again, they're a little too big. A little too again. Discount, demand a massive discount. Oh, again, they got some dogs here. You got to demand massive discounts when it comes to Vacheron. Okay, hang on a second. Okay, let me show you. They are capable of doing beautiful stuff. Look at this watch. Okay, you know, just for a moment, I'm gonna take down just to show the peasants this watch. This actually form follows function. They get the big baguette diamonds on the bezel, and they made it look just right. Okay, the blue dial is absolutely amazing. It's one of the best, and they get the baguette hour markers. Okay, and you know what's great? You can change out the strap. Again, I'm not on commission. They're not paying me a penny to do this. Okay, but you can go from white gold. You can go like this, put on a white rubber strap, and you're gonna look like a superstar. You'll be a movie star with that watch. With a white rubber strap? Do they make a white rubber strap? I think they do. I think they make a white rubber strap. You don't want the blue rubber. You want the white rubber. Or you put a white leather bracelet, like a white crocodile, shiny crocodile, bespoke shiny crocodile from Camille Fournier. Or you go, oh, and look at this. Okay. Now that is nice. That's the buckle with the diamonds. You get the diamonds on the buckle. That's beautiful. On a scale of 1 to 10, that's a 10. This watch is a 10. Okay, so don't tell me I'm a hater. I'm not a Vacheron hater. I just hate bad design. And they did a fucking dog. They're trying to rob you. That's right. That's right. Okay, now. Because we got a real aristocrat here, we got the Green Rush has asked us to review one of these channels, one of these grifter fugazi channels, and I guess what does Green Rush want? The Duke Green Rush. What does Duke Green Rush? Are you asking which country is this guy from? Is he from CUCKISTAN, Chomostan, or Bukyakistan? Is that the question? Is that the question? Chomostan, CUCKISTAN, or Bukyakistan? Now, let's find out. Let's look at this Bukyak. Now, this guy, I'll tell you, I've seen his videos. I don't know what's with these Brits. You know, they got these. I don't know. They got this funny look. They got this weird. I think that again, these Brits, they've been breeding with sheep on that island. Again, you got to realize Britain is an island. You got the Scottish, you got the Irish, and for thousands of years they were mating with sheep. Okay, it's well known that the Scottish are well-known sheep fuckers, and you know, Brits, it's the same thing. I mean, you know, whatever. They're all interbred, and the worst of them went to Australia, right? But still, show me an Englishman, I'll show you a sheep fucker. Okay, now a lot of these guys, they got that sheep DNA. They got that they got something going on. So if you look at the guy's eyes, they're very close together. Something is wrong there. And there's another guy. There's the Australian guy. There's what is it called? Stuff, Watch and Pinion or something, or Time and Tide, or I don't know, anal fisting and sheep fisting, whatever. I don't know. That's what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. That's the other guy. He sells a lot of shitter watches. So this guy looks like some sort of like porn star. I don't know if he's doing some sort of like. He could be like one of these guys. Again, straight gay. I don't know. He could be one of these guys going gay for pay porn or straight. But he looks like some sort of like weird porn star guy. Look at this. Something with the eye. Something with the eyes. I think it might be like retarded or something in the beard. The whole thing is weird. But and he's spruiking these. Actually, he shows nice watches. Okay, let me tell you the things I like. He does high production value. He does good production value. Okay, he does good. there's a lot of inbreeding with sheep and all sorts of something is off. Something is off. You know, something is off. Something is off. I don't know. I'm not sure which of the countries. I don't know which passport he has. Does he have a CUCKISTAN passport, Chomostan, or Bukyakistan? I think it's probably. I think it's probably Bukyakistan. I would say he's a Bukyakistani. I'm not quite sure 100%, but hang on a second. Let's read some of the comments first. We got some. Let's read some of the peasant comments, just just for entertainment. Mr. Paradigm. I love the 222, but we'll get one at a discount. I'll tell you what. If you're going to get one, first of all, you have bad taste. You have bad taste. You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to your family, your country, your religion, and your race. Okay, you're a total disgrace, and to humanity, and to the universe. Okay, on all levels. Now, if you're going to get that watch, you got to get it like a 50% discount. 50% discount. So that's right. That's right. Juanita. That's Juan. aka Theo, that's Juan. We're not even going to talk about that guy, the hubcap thief, Christian. Oh yeah, that's the other guy, that from Theo and Homo. Yeah, Theo and Homo is also talking about the 222, the turd. Again, that guy. I don't know. Listen, I think that honestly, I think Theo and Homo. I think Theo and Homo actually has decent taste. To be honest, I think that guy has like kind of a level of decent taste. On a personal level, right? Decent, right? But he spooks shitters to the masses. It's like for himself, he probably has good stuff, but he's a whore. He's a paid whore. You got to understand, he's a paid whore. It's like you give this guy $5 and he'll do whatever you want. So he's spooking shitter watches, including whatever. He's part of the look. He's part of the shitter established. He's part of CUCKISTAN, okay? Theo and Homo is 100% CUCKISTANi. And what is CUCKISTAN? To be clear, CUCKISTAN is not just the OCUCK watch channel. It is all the losers who are part of the Kool-Aid drinking, of the, who drink up all the press releases from the watch industry. They read the press releases, they go to all the parties, they go to all the Diddy parties, they go to the Diddy after parties, they get the special, they go to the Diddy after party and they get the special lubricant, 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and they use that special baby oil to lubricate their watches. That's right, they use the Diddy lubricant to lubricate their watches with, okay? You get a bunch of lowlives out there, and that's CUCKISTAN. So Theo and Homo is 100% Team CUCKISTAN, okay? He's got a passport from CUCKISTAN with many stamps in it. His CUCKISTANi passport has stamps from, all the shitter brands, okay? And including Vacheron. Okay. Let's see. Let's catch up with some of the peasants. Let's catch up with some of the peasants. The bezel unscrews the move, bang into a wall. You can warp the thread. Yeah, cut it out. Yeah, the bezel unscrews. The movement is front loaded. So when you back, yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't know the movement. What I don't care which way it's loaded on the Vacheron. I don't give a shit. It's real. It's a piece of shit. Okay, it really is a piece of shit. They say, oh, Brad Pitt is a work. Oh, Brad. Listen, by the way, Brad Pitt has bad taste. Honestly, Brad Pitt. I think he's a cool guy. I mean, he seems like a nice guy, actually. Brad Pitt is into weird architecture. His taste is a little bit, it leaves something to be desired. He's got some weird taste in architecture, and he married Angelina Jolie, which is, look, you can't make a hoe a housewife. You understand this? You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. She belongs to the streets. That's what the kids say, right? That's what the kids would say. She belongs to the streets, as we found out. That's right. I think she was banging her brother. I mean, seriously, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. And he learned the hard way. Poor guy. I mean, that's a good-looking guy, Brad Pitt. Now, Brad Pitt is a good-looking guy. And that guy's like, Brad Pitt is like a solid 10, 11. Brad Pitt could be a solid 12. I mean, it's like, I remember seeing that movie. What is it? Because I remember when did that movie come out? Like, shit. Because big mistake. Don't take a date You don't take a girl to see a Brad Pitt movie, okay? That's not, you know, I mean, maybe it works. I don't know. Maybe there's some weird thing because it transmutes to you. I don't know, whatever. But no, Legends of the Fall, that was the movie. That was the movie. I remember I took a girl to this Legends of the Fall. And that guy was so good looking in that movie. He got that long hair, riding the horse. Thank God he got killed in the end by a bear. Legends of the Fall, guys, see that movie. Great movie. But yeah, that guy was a good looking guy. And he has some bad taste in women. Who, I mean, look, Angelina Jolie was hot, but again, you don't marry her. And then what's the other one? I think he was dating that one. What's the other one in the 90s? The one who was in that TV show Friends. She's got that funny looking face with a nose. She's got like a big nose. Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston, highly overrated. Jennifer Aniston is like a 5. With makeup, she's a 6. Okay. I remember Jennifer Aniston, seeing her before she became famous. She was on the Howard Stern TV show. Howard Stern, back when Howard Stern was actually funny, when he wasn't a complete sellout, when he, you know, before he became woke in the 90s, early 90s. I think this was 1989 or 1990, when he was, you know, still kind of like, you know, controversial, original, you know, it was shocking. It was actually shocking. You know, this was before, like, you know, now he's like, today he's what he was making fun of, but he had a show on Channel 9 in New York. It was like such a low budget show. And he was doing ads for Snapple, which was like a soda, a Snapple soda. And part of the thing, what he would do is he would have these girls come out in bikinis on the show, and then he would pour the Snapple on them. I mean, it was very degrading. And one of the girls was Jennifer Aniston. I remember she came on, and he's interviewing her, and he asked, "Oh, what do you do?" She says, "Yeah, my name is Jen. I'm an actress." And I think she had a nose job after, because her nose was a little wide, right? And he's like making fun of her, and then he pours the Snapple on her. And usually, the girls he had on the show, they were bimbos, right? The bikini models were usually bimbos. But this one, she was, you know, and they were like they were in on the joke, right? They were having a good time, right? Because, you know, they thought Howard Stern was like, that was the guy. I mean, he was a celebrity, you know, he was like, you know, but you could tell she was pissed off. You could tell she had an attitude on that show. She didn't like having that Snapple poured over her boobs. You know, she was not happy. Very overrated. She's a total dog with fleas. Again, what's her name? What the hell is her name again? Brad Pitt's wife. What the hell is her name again? Shit. I forget. Whatever her name was. Anyway, that one was hot. In her day, she was a solid, like, 15, on a scale of 1 to 10, she would be a 15. But she's a freak. You know, you don't get married to a girl like that. I mean, come on. That's right. Let's see how many donations. Can we get at least 2 million? I mean, it costs millions of dollars a year. Yeah, Brad Pitt, he bought a nice chateau. He did. Listen, Brad Pitt, best Panerai. You know what the best Panerai is? The best Panerai is the one that's at the bottom of the ocean, that sunk to the bottom of the ocean during World War II from an Italian diver, from the alleged Italian divers. I mean, come on, listen, Panerai is a shitter watch. I mean, it's a joke. I mean, it was made for the Italian Navy during World War II. Let's remember, the Italian Navy, the Italian military, again, I love Italy, you know, but seriously, guys, the Italians haven't had a major victory since, I don't know, the year 300 or something. They haven't had a major victory in 1900 years. All right. I mean, the Italian Navy, they got a glass bottom boat so they could look at the old Italian Navy. You know what I'm saying? She does have, I haven't seen her feet. They probably are. I don't know. They probably are. But we have the Duke Davidson. Okay, let me just catch up to, let's catch up. We got the Duke Davidson and Yorg Heek, Breguet Marine, big date. Breguet Marine. Listen, I'm not really, the Breguet Marine is like kind of the Russian oligarch watch. I'm not a fan. One of our aristocrats does have it. He actually knows his watches, right? Baron Red knows his watches. I don't understand why he has it. He's got it, like he enjoys it. It's a thing. It's a good value if you're looking. I mean, again, if you're looking to pick up Russian hookers, the Breguet Marine in rose gold is the watch you wear. Okay, you wear that with your blue suede shoes, your blue suede loafers, I would say, in Europe, and you're going to pick up Russian hookers. The Breguet Marine is for picking up Russian hookers in Sardinia, Saint Tropez, and where else? I don't know, just other trashy places. But yeah, Panerai, à la poubelle. Okay, now let's talk about. Now we got back to reviewing this Bukyak. Okay, so he's got good production values. He's a Muppet Boiler Room channel. Now I don't know what the hell is. I think he's in Mayfair somewhere. By the way, I'd be very careful going in and out of that store, seriously, because all kidding aside. I mean, London is a third world country where guys are running around with machetes on scooters, chopping your hand off to get their hands on your watch. I mean, seriously, the Paul Thorpe stuff is not an exaggeration. They got like crazy, out of control watch crime. So I would not even walk into a watch store because those places are being cased 24 hours a day by guys. They got a whole system out there. So anyway, you got to be very, very careful out there. But anyway, let's.
Hello and welcome to the Official Watchers YouTube channel. Here at Jardin du Mayfair, heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast. I am so excited to be bringing you another world first review.
Oh, world first review. Okay,
it's a pattern.
Okay, and then again, this guy is spruiking shitters. I only saw him spruik one good watch, but he basically spruiks like really hype watches. That's their grift. They're spruiking hype watches to to the punters. I mean, but listen, you know what? Look, I don't blame the guy. Look, everybody's got to make a living. And if he can make a living flipping watches to tomato cans, his business is basically fleecing tomato cans. That's his business. Fleecing tomato cans, crayon eaters, and window lickers. Now, this watch he's talking about here, again, this is a watch we reviewed on this channel. What absolute dog. I mean, one of the worst dogs of the Patek range. Again, it sells below retail. You don't want this garbage. You got the unibrow perpetual calendar, which is, again, that's for children. It's for children. It's for infants who cannot read a dial. That's who it's for. It's for peasants. It's not for aristocrats. It is not for aristocrats. And what makes it worse is what's at the bottom. You got a second hand at the bottom. You know why they have a second hand? That's for peasants who need to check if their watch is still functioning. You never know. With some of these shitter watches. Listen, a real watch should not have a second hand, because a second hand is only for peasants who are unsure if their watch is functioning. Okay, that's the reality. That's the truth. That's the truth that they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know the truth. And again, this is one of Thierry Stern's dogs. Look, Thierry Stern is trying to grab cash to pay for his yacht. He's got a 240-foot yacht, and that's not going to pay for itself. And he's got a G500. He's got a G5? G5? What, a G600? I don't know. He's got a Gulfstream. He's got a private jet. He's got expenses. He's got whores. He's got cocaine budgets. I don't know. He's got tranny hookers in Bangkok, in bangers. He's got him and Archie. That guy actually looks like Archie's. It's funny. Him and Archie luxury look alike a little bit, right? He looks like kind of like Archie's more successful brother. Archie has a successful brother. I think he's runs an accounting firm. Archie comes from like a solid middle class family. He's not some sort of bukyak. I mean, Archie's father was like a CPA. I mean, he's like a legitimate guy. His brother runs an accounting firm. They're like, upstanding citizens. And then Archie's like the dark sheep of the family. the dark sheep that runs off to bangers to banga, tranny hookers with sucker horn, starfish, and all that nonsense. And then the store looks like jungle. to get your watch macheted off your wrist. The Rolex Sprite. Oh yeah. No, listen, this guy's a fucking grifter. He's a grifter. He does this whole thing to get you all hyped up. He's like a typical Muppet boiler room salesman. All these guys have that he's like, they all copied. Look, you got to give credit to timepiece gentleman. That's right. Anthony Farrer is the guy that started the whole thing where he's selling a lifestyle. He's like all, whatever. Anthony Farrer was the guy who made it happen. All these guys are basically low-budget Anthonys. These guys are low-budget Anthonys.
Take the lead. It's so special.
This guy looks like he might give you a hand job. Anthony probably would give you a hand job if you bought a watch. Anthony was a gay masseuse, known as what was his name? His name was what was his name in the what was it? What did he advertise himself? Anthony Farrer. In the gay for the gay massage, he called himself what the hell was it called? I don't know. Anyway, but this guy could be, he might, listen, if you, I don't know. I'm not saying, I don't know. Listen, with the English, the one thing with the English, they're all, you never know which way those, the English are, the English empire was built on rum, buggery, and the lash, right? That's the famous expression, rum, buggery, and the lash. And you know what buggery is? You know what buggery is? You Google it. You Google buggery. And buggery is a long, upstanding tradition in aristocratic circles. When you go to Eton, you become a member of parliament. All those guys are involved in buggery. Sprite. All right, we'll pull up the Sprite. Okay, because this guy's a major sponsor. We got to, look, this guy's our Patel Philippe. We got to keep Duke Greenrush happy because he's like our Patel Philippe. He's the one that keeps the channel on the air. So this is Bukyak. Anyway, he's going to talk about the watch, and we'll go to.
But before we get started, can I just say my tech team tell me up to 76% of you guys aren't subscribed.
You know why? Because you're spooking shitters. Why does he have 3 Rolex books in the background? Look, all these guys, they all have like little props over there. Listen, the one thing I do have to say, his props are not, I actually like this setup. I like this little jungle thing, the fake plastic, wait, hold on a second. I think he might be outside. Is he outside? Because, in London, they have those, like, what do they call the little cigar lounge? Or they call it a sampling room where you can smoke a cigar, but it's outside and they make it like a little garden. He what is he doing there? Yeah, his thing is not bad. I like the setup. I don't like the cheap, nasty vinyl seating. That's a cheap brown, that tufted, nasty brown vinyl. That's nasty brown vinyl. The display stand he has here is a little bit. I'm not gonna be picked. But it's nice. Look at this. He's got a little Louis Vuitton thing. What is this Louis Vuitton thing? I don't know. But it's a setup there that's designed to convey luxury. So I give his marketing team props. He's got one of those neon things you order online. Look like like every Vietnamese nail salon has or whatever. Like, it's not bad. Listen, it's a low budget setup, but it looks like it punches above its weight. So it's actually marketing genius. Sprite. Let's pull up the Sprite, the Bukyak watch. Oh, there we go. 7 months ago. Hang on. Is this the one? Is this the video? Is this the video? Is this the video? Oh, I see the lifestyle. By the way, Okay, I gotta say, this intro is actually marketing genius. You know what? This intro, I give this intro on a scale of 1 to 10. This gets a 10 for luring in the tomato cans and the crayon eaters. What his editor did is, right, they copied basically, it's inspired by American Jiggalo, the movie American Jiggalo with Richard Gere. This is the opening of American Jiggalo with Richard Gere. One of the great movies, by the way, American Jiggalo with Richard Gere. Great movie. And you got Blondie, the Blondie, Call Me. Remind me to pull this up. One of the best openings of a movie ever. Listen, the 70s had great movies. And they had great design, but that movie was great. But look how they copied. They copied the opening with this. Because look at this. Okay, so basically, so this guy, he's getting up in the morning. He's washing his face. He's washing all the jizz out of his face after his face got splattered by Don Corleone. Oh, he's putting on his shirt. So he's getting dressed. And he's got the gold. It looks like a Patek. Oh, he's got the chronograph. Hang on a second. I gotta close this window. It's a little chilly here. Hang on. Okay. He's got the chronograph. I like this watch, the black dial. Listen, the rose gold on the black. And the rose gold with this rose gold bracelet that they have with the black dial, it really makes the watch a lot better, to be honest. It really does help. I'm not a fan of their chronograph because what the fuck is the point of it? But these bracelets, what I like about it, they're kind of obnoxious. They're just like so what is it? Louche, L-O-U-C-H-E. You don't know what that word means? You Google it. Okay, now again, he's got the opening. He's putting on his clothes like he's Mr. Cool. He just got. Okay, by the way, this is a fucking hotel. This is a hotel room shot. Look, what's funny? What's funny is this. This is a. They're trying to make this thing look like this guy's living this luxury lifestyle. Now this is a hotel suite. Okay, this is a hotel suite. They're trying to make you think it's his room. This guy probably lives in some. Like a basement apartment in Brixton or somewhere. I don't know, like not even in S1. He lives like S3 or something. Like 3 zones away. Not the main London. By the way, you notice he's wearing a suit. He's wearing cufflinks. French cuffs. It's very what do you call it? He's he's a gentleman. He's a gentleman. He's getting into the Porsche. Again, very American Jiggalo. Porsche Turbo.
Hello and welcome to
Hello. Okay. So now look at this. The guy was a fucking. It's like Cinderella. She's a princess, and all of a sudden she turns into a fucking pumpkin. She's in a carriage, and boom, you go from that opening to this Bukyak sitting here. This fucking with the eyes too close together. Definitely inbreeding going on. There's definitely some inbreeding.
Watchers YouTube channel. Here at Jardin du Mayfair, heaven on earth for the watch enthusiast, I have something that I've been wanting to talk about for a long time.
What's that?
It's none other than the Rolex GMT Master 2.
I get it. This is a peasant watch for the hoi polloi. Here's something lower than sneaker sellers. Actually, no. Let me show you. Hang on. Okay, we gotta show you because a lot of you kids today, you have no education. You guys have no culture. You're low life scum. That's why you need to come to channels like this. That's why we gotta give you culture. And because of this, I'm gonna get my because I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna show you. What's gonna happen is Google is gonna demonetize my video. They're gonna take my money. They're gonna take my children's tuition money for me to show you this video. But you know what? It's gonna be worth it because we have show sponsors. I'm only able to do this because we have a show sponsor. Without a show sponsor, we would not be able to do it. these fucking. Oh, okay. Gentlemen, gentlemen's, and I do mean gentlemen's. We're going to show you one of the greatest American movies made in the last 50 years, American Jiggalo. The opening of this movie is inspirational and aspirational. And I mean that sincerely. And you can see a lot of these guys copied it. You can see how the English Bouquet copied it. But this is brought to us by Duke Rush. Because of his donation, we're able to show this video. Okay, here we go. Ready? Where's the video? And roll tape.
Color me your color, baby. Color me your heart. Color me your color, darling. I know who you are. Some of your color chart. I know where you're coming from. Honey.
Now, how cool is that, right? I mean, look at this guy. This is Richard Gere. He's wearing an Armani suit, 1978. Mercedes S-Class, uptown, driving in California, Southern California. Oh, does that opening look familiar to you? Oh, does that opening look familiar? Guy driving, putting, okay. By the way, this is in Beverly Hills. This is in Beverly Hills, which is, again, it's all related to Timepiece Gentleman. I wonder if Timepiece Gentleman saw American Jiggalo and it was inspired.
Cover me with kisses, baby. Cover me with love. Roll me in designer sheets. I'll never get enough. Emotions come, I don't know why. Cover up now,
So in case you know, so basically Richard Gere plays a gigolo, and you know, the woman who we saw when, you know, buying him the suit, one of his clients, he's provides pleasure to you know, older wealthy women, just like Watch Nicholas, except Watch Nicholas does it virtually. This guy actually had to do the real thing. And then of course, what happens to a lot of these guys? Times get tight, and he has to go gay for pay. That's right. Almost. We don't know. With the movie, it's a little bit ambiguous about what happens, but something freaky happens. Giorgio Moroder, one of the great music producers of all time. Driving down the California PCH. This is like Malibu somewhere, which is all burned. This just got burned. You're seeing something which doesn't exist now. I mean, that's the American dream. I mean, this movie is the American dream. Oh, I think that's the stretch of heart. You see those houses there? I think those were the ones that got burned by the fires. I'm not sure. It's by the Palisades. But again, this is like the 70s. I mean, it's totally, the landscape is very different today. Oh, okay, so this is his house. He lives in Malibu, right? Because you got to look at this, right? Hold on, he's driving on the PCH. Let's. Where does Richard Gere live? In Malibu on the PCH. He lives in one of those houses that got burned down. Look at this. It's got the wood house. This was like a tinder box. Paul Schrader, again, one of the great writers, directors.
Hi.
Okay, right? I mean, how great is that, right? I mean, how great, how does that compare to this Bukyak? Exactly. Exactly. Let's get into the video. Oh, hang on. Let me. I gotta. While I play this, hang on a second. We need to run the. We need to run the ad sponsor. We need to run the show sponsor here. The show. We have show sponsors. That's right. We have show sponsors on this channel. Unbelievable but true. Show sponsors. Okay, here we go.
Sprite, the 126720 VTNR. Guys, before we delve into the review, just a very quick note to say that up to 90% of my viewers aren't subscribed.
Of course.
Please do hit that subscribe button so I can keep these videos coming fresh and hot every week.
Fresh
Okay, guys, I'm just going to come out and say
fresh and hot like a turd right out of Archie's asshole.
it. This is partly a review, but partly to also ask my viewers if you can kindly stick on your therapist cardigans and help settle an office debate.
I don't know. Yeah, listen, you know, I'll be honest. He's the guy's entertaining. He's got like a certain entertaining vibe. You know, he does like, you know, because I don't know what it is. He does the motions, the whole thing, the whole blah 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 blah. The production values. I think the guy is actually doing a good job for the market that they're targeting, which is Bukyakistanis. They're trying to get the Bukyakistanis and CUCKISTANis to buy like hype watches at like full markup, and get their hubcaps stolen. And this guy's gonna steal your children's tuition money. And Juan's, he's gonna steal Juan's grandchildren's tuition money. That's what this guy's gonna do.
It's both draped like silk over the wrist, as well as offering great air circulation to the point that you can forget it's on your wrist, which, in my opinion,
Okay, you know, this guy's like he's like a retarded Tim Masso. A lot of details. What I don't know where he comes. This is a fucking long video for a basic bitch watch.
in 2018. This is a super Jubilee, which is completely solid linked, so infinitely sturdier than the Jubilee bracelets of old, which were prone to getting a little stretchy over the years.
Stretchy like Archie's anus. Listen, I have to say, he does, you know what? He does a good job of describing the thing. I think it's actually, what is it called? I think it's all in. Like, I think it's a good production. It's a good production. Like, you know, he does a good description, right? Again, the watches, he's spooking basically shitter watch. I don't want to say shitter watch, but you know what I'm saying. He's spooking hype watches, but he's doing a very good job in marketing. I think he's actually
the modern Jubilee is superb in its comfort and venting abilities, and it has smaller links with more separation between them. And again, the Jubilee, I will say it, I think it is best on the GMT Master purely because it's a nod to the original 16710s and 167.5s when you saw those beautiful pictures of pilots wearing the really saggy brace.
Okay, all these guys, they all tell you the same fucking story, the whole tomato can story, the grift. Unbelievable but true. Unbelievable. We got a lot of Bukyakistanis here, a lot of Bukyakistanis. Anyway, so that the movie is based. Yeah, that was a great movie, American Jiggalo. What happens? Hang on a second. let's see. You know, hang on a second. Let's see if we can get our money's worth here. Let's see if we can deliver the money's worth for our show sponsor, because this video is going to be demonetized, right? We can't because of the ads showing. So we're going to show some more clips from American Jiggalo. We're going to show. This is a scene from Chomo Stan. Hang on a second. Oh, hang on. Escape. Okay, hang on a second. We're going to show you. We're going to take you to Chomo Stan right now. So this is. We're going to show you. We're going to bring you Richard Gere's pimp, and his name is Leon. Actually, this guy. What's his name? His name is. He became a director. I think his name is Peebles. Peebles? What's his name? No, Bill Duke. Bill Duke was on. DJ Vlad. Okay, so this is now we're inside. This is the gay pimp. This is the. He's got the Lucite, of course. He got the Lucite bookcase, very 70s.
Julie, let me in. It's important.
Julie, you look terrible. Listen, you want to clean up, get a shave?
I'm sorry to bug you this time of the morning. I've been looking for you.
Oh, it's a long.
I'm listening.
You got my alibi ready? I'm gonna need it today.
You shut your fucking face.
Wait, okay, hold on. So they're talking about something. You got. I don't want to ruin the movie I don't want to ruin the movie. You got to see the movie. But let's. Okay, so he's in the apartment, right? So this is somewhere I think in Westwood. It's supposed to be one of the high-rise buildings on Westwood Boulevard.
Yeah. What happened? You sent him out there. He got into scene with Ryman and his wife. He got rough, and he killed her.
You shut your.
It was a rough sex. Now, if you notice in the background, he's got posters, the Andy Warhol posters. It was a series of paintings Andy Warhol did called Torso, which was like very gay stuff. You know, Andy Warhol was really into gay porn. I mean, seriously, he was very into it, right? And he did like a series of like paintings or photos, like super gay, like, you know, gay porn, like weird, like freaky shit, like I'm talking about like XXX rated type stuff. Like it was like disgusting stuff. You don't want to look at this, but this is the posters that actually from the exhibit from. Was that Ace Gallery? Torso series, yeah. So this is a very, like, you know, I mean, the set design in this movie is excellent.
Fucking face. I never saw that shit before in my life.
Look, I want to know one thing from you. How much is it going to cost me to get you off my back?
You ain't talking money, you talking murder.
How much?
I feel sorry for you, Julie.
How much?
It don't make no difference how much, Julie. The other side will always pay more.
Look at this black silk drapes. I don't know if it's silk or polyester. Very pretty. He's got the couch. Look at it.
Got on real tight, huh? Real proud of yourself, aren't you, Leon?
The police found the murder weapon a block from your apartment. That bitch of Palm Springs is gonna change her mind any time now and identify you. Police want you real bad, Julie. Now they got you.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Look, I'm worth maybe 20, 30 grand. It's yours.
Okay. Look, okay, he's desperate. He's desperate. Hang on, he's desperate. Okay, hang on. This is Richard.
I'll break a new voice for you.
Wait. Hang on. Richard, this is okay. So he's desperate. He's got to get out of this. I mean, he's basically trying to like put this murder rap on him. So he's desperate. Anyway, here's he's trying to get out of it.
I'll break a new voice for you. I'll work just for you. Just for you, Leon. 40-60 split. It's fair, 40-60. 40... 30-70. Oh.
Okay, 30-70. Wow. Again, so Leon is his pimp, right?
I'll do fag tricks for you. I'll do kink. I'll do anything you
He's going gay for pay now. He's willing to go gay for pay. Anything.
want me to do.
Leave me alone and get out, Julie.
Why me? Why did you pick me?
Because you were frameable, Julie. You stepped on too many toes.
Please, Julie, help me! Your new boyfriend? You motherfucker!
Uh-oh.
Oh my God! Let me fall! Please, Julie, help me! Don't let me fall! Hey! I need you. Give me a hand. Try it. Reach up. Yeah. Try it.
This is like what happened with Vanilla Ice. I think wasn't Vanilla Ice hung out of a balcony by Suge Knight to get some sort of, I don't know, record deal?
I'm a please.
Oh, he's got the cowboy boots, pimp boots.
God. Don't fall.
Boots. Very dark movie. This movie is like it's Chomostan. What can we tell you? What can we tell you? Yeah. Great movie. It gets a little dark. It's kind of like watching the Curly stream with Don Corleone, where it takes a dark turn. All right, gentlemen, let me see if we can get to the punters here. It's hard to find a real panelist and not a bunch of Kelso. It is. It's hard. We've only had, on this channel, we've only had like 2 panelists, really. I think we've had, we got Baron Red, who pops in every once in a while. He's a very busy man. We've had, we got, what's his name? We got Hong Kong super collector Bruce Lee, but he's busy. He's in Hong Kong, so it's hard. It's hard to get real panelists on this channel. And, we talk about a lot of controversial topics, and what happens is when the other groomer channels like CUCKISTAN, CUCKISTAN, and Chomostan, when they see one of our guys, somebody comes up on our panel and they show up on their show. They get, what is it? All sorts of grief. Yeah, they get, there's a lot of pressure, diplomatic pressure. It's like the UN. It's like a bunch of 12-year-old girls, basically. The whole watch community is like a bunch of, 12-year-old girls. And that's what it is. All right, let's thank our show sponsors. We got the Ugly South $9.99 show sponsor. We got Sozo, $449, Chomostani dollars. We got Green Rush, our show, The Duke Rush, $20 super chat, and we have Baron Davidson, who's one of our dukes. He lifting another peasant. He lifted another peasant out of poverty. Now, which peasant did he Did he make a member? We don't know. I don't know. Which peasant? I don't know because I don't have access to the thing here. Magic City? No, who was it? Is he still watching? Which peasant was lifted into the aristocracy? Which peasant? We don't know. But that is the show for you, gentlemen's. And we'll see you all. Thank you for joining. We'll see you all on the next one. And remember, stay away from shitter watches. Stay away from shitters like the Vacheron 222 tomato can crayon eater watches.